So yesterday, could you tell me where did we stop? Actually, what we were doing?
Oh, I think yesterday we stopped at the BI content.
Okay, correct. And we loaded for plant or for controlling area? Controlling area, I guess, right? Because for plant it was keeping on running.
Right. I think is that right. Okay. Other thing, do you know why they're not sending us a video anymore?
No idea. Now I will just display you how it looked like.
I think I lost your screen. This is still happening, eh?
Okay. So, zero controlling area. So when you are installing master data, you just remember that automatically it will be inserted as a target also. It will be a characteristic info provider. So zero controlling area. I can find it over here. So we are not finding it, right? So what did we install yesterday? Controlling area. I'm going to the source system. So let us see for the data source whether we have it or not. Zero. Okay, these are the data sources. I am wondering why it is not included as a target. So 0CO underscore area should be available as a target. 0CO underscore area. Copy the name, info provider, search for it. They are not finding it. Usually this should not be the case. It should be made as a target as well. It would be available. So no problem.
We have to manually do it?
What we will do is, it's the first time I am coming across like this. Maybe we missed something in the installation, but it should not not happen. So let us see it is falling under what info object catalog, info area. Okay, it doesn't have a catalog. Okay. Let us check again. I'll collect the object again. See whether we are getting any info area for this or not. So first the prerequisite. So system, grouping, in data flow before, collection mode, it should be list. Now info object, controlling area recently used, it is available over here. Drag it again. Okay. We are even getting an info area. So these are the info areas where we can find it. 0 PY or 0 HCM. Okay, you can check over there again. So under this PY or HCM, you make it as an info provider. Under a finance and accounting, okay. So under
It's hidden.
it's HCM, yeah. Under PY, so here it should fall. So right click, insert characteristic. Okay, it is coming now. Controlling area is coming. So you can see over here, for attributes a flow is given by the system.
Right.
Just to check the flow. This flow will be different from your regular flow which we are used to, because our flow is in 7.x and this is in 3.x. So you click on display data flow. Downwards, because we installed.
So this is 3.x?
Installed. Yeah, 3.x is the version, BW version 3.x.
Oh, okay, okay.
The current version is 7.3.
Okay. So why we have in 3.x?
Correct. That's what, as I told you yesterday, BI content itself, just like SAP BW, even BI content also it's a separate add-on which needs to be installed.
Oh,
So
okay.
until the recent add-on, SAP was supplying for everything the flow in the old version only,
Oh, okay. The old version.
so that it is backward compatible.
Oh, okay.
And what you have to do, obviously you have to install that flow, just because you have to save some time in the mapping, transformation and all other things. You install that and then migrate it. Nowadays, in the latest version, in the latest add-on, they are supplying the flow in the direct latest version itself.
Oh, okay.
Because almost 3.5 they have stopped supporting. SAP as a company, they will, any issues you have in 3.x, they won't support.
Okay.
The 3.x system, so maintenance is expired from an SAP point of view. So obviously all customers would be in the 7.x flow, either in the 7.0 flow or 7.3 flow. So that's why they are in the latest add-on, they will be supplying you directly in the 7.x flow, the transformation ticket. If they are supplying directly, no problem. If they are supplying in this way, let us see how to do. So, hi Zafar.
Hi, Arvind. Sorry, I was late.
Yeah, no problem. We also started a little bit late only, just 5 to 10 minutes. We started. So you can see that from so-and-so source system, using so-and-so data sources, this is how the loading is happening. Like this is the transfer rule, blue color transfer rule. Then you will have update rule. Okay. Now you can see over here. First you have a transfer rule, then you have an update rule. That kind of concept will be there. So this is a transfer rule. So in this case particularly, an update rule is not there, but usually you will have even an update rule also. Okay. Now go to the data sources, and also remember that in the new version we are using data source for all the primary loading and other thing, but in old version they were loading using info source. So you will also have an info source supplied in the BI content. So you can see over here. Okay. So whenever you have this flow, you have to migrate it. So I have a document to migrate. Let us see that. Okay, I'm opening it. 2 minutes. Okay. Steps to. So this is the document. Steps for migrating 3.x data flow into 7.x data flow. You will come across a lot of these documents. These documents are nothing but fellow consultants. Whatever knowledge they are having, they will be sharing in the form of a documents in the SDN forum. They will be keeping it over there. So you can see earlier concept. You have a transfer rules, update rules. Then you will load it to the target. But now we are having transformation DTP. Okay. Now,
So the transfer role and update role, that have been changed to transformation?
correct. Instead of having two things, they are having only one thing called transformation. So along with that, you had a concept of info source, communication structure, transfer structure. These all also you might be coming across as objects while you are installing. Okay, they all can be migrated. So first they are saying right click on transfer rules. So it was a two-step. First transfer rules will be applied, then update rules. Finally update. Initially transfer, finally update. So in that way you can remember. So transfer rules will be this blue color. Update rules is similar to your transformation design, it will be green color. So blue color, what you have to do is right click on transfer rules and say create transformation. So in our case we don't have update rules, it's just a transfer rules. Okay, usually it will be having it. So right click on the transfer rules, create transformation. So from this transfer rules we are generating a transformation. A transformation will successfully copied. Now it is inactive, you have to activate it. Check everything is coming properly. Now activate it. Okay, next step as per the document. You can blindly follow the document, it's a straightforward one. Okay. So actually you would get this pop-up. In this case you are not getting, but when you get the pop-up you follow according to this one. Okay. In this case the info source is not used, so you are not getting it. After successful activation of transfer rule, right click on data source and say migrate. So right click on data source, migrate. Now when you are migrating the flow, usually there are two scenarios. Either in BI content you are getting an old flow and you have to migrate it. That is one thing. Or there is an existing data flow in 3.x. All the loads are happening, but you wanted to upgrade your system from 3.x to 7 to enjoy the benefits from the new system, performance wise and any other benefits. So you are carrying out an upgrade project. We never know whether the upgrade will be success or a failure. There may be so many logics or routines, codes written in the earlier flow that might not be converted properly. It might work or might not work. So we should be having a buffer wherein we can revert back to old flow. So if you click on with export and migrate, there is an option to revert back to your old, restore your old flow in case of any issues. If you say without export and migrate, if you face any issue, you cannot restore your old working flow. Okay. So just in case you want to restore, RSGS is the transaction. Here give the data source, source system and restore 3.x. Okay, now so always blindly with export should be selected. Okay. So backend migration process is back happening. Now how do you differentiate between an old data source or a new data source? This icon, if you see, the old data source has a small square box beside it, whereas a new data source will not have. That you can,
Okay.
yeah. So now it is having a square box as it is 3.x. So once migration completes, it won't have. Let us see that also. still taking time to migrate. Okay, about to finish. So now you can see 3.7 latest data sources available. It's got migrated successfully. So after the data source migration, now again one more step would be there just in case there was an update rule, but in our case we don't have, so we can continue for ahead. So just go to the info providers. Okay, it's still showing all things because the screen is not refreshed. Refresh the screen. Just create the TTP and keep it ready. Okay. Master data. So handle duplicate record keys. Activate it. Activated. Now go back to your, just run the info package and then trigger the DTP. So you have to do nothing, run info package. This info package, in some cases they are supplying, in some cases it is not supplied. It's a very straightforward thing. So whether they supply or not, it's not causing any concern. Click on start. Just click on refresh. "94 records. Now how to confirm whether these records are correct? Go to the source system. Do the RSR3 extraction check. To get the full value, give a big range. Okay, it's still extracting. 94 records are there. So in this way, I can confirm that the data is reconciling. I have properly updated it to BW. Okay. Now run the DTP. Execute DTP. So loaded successfully. Okay. So attributes are loaded. Now text, same way. First, the transfer rules. Generate the transformation from them. Activated the transformation. Now migrate the data source. With export. Still taking time. Still updating. Okay, migrated. Now just create the DTP for that. not refreshed, so refresh it first. Activate DTP, then run info package and DTP. Now run the DTP. Again, you can cross check how many records came. "94 records. So in source system also it should match the 94. Run the DTP. Okay. This is all. You install the BI content for master data. You can try for other objects like zero company code, zero vendor, zero account, like that you can try out. Okay. Or if you need any more objects which you want to install, I can tell you them.
Sure.
So I'll stop it with this. So when are you back, Naveed, exactly? On what day?
Back on, so how many classes we left as for today?
Mhm. 3, I think.
You say 3?
Yeah, 3 to 4.
Okay. Well, I was thinking if you have 1 or 2, you can continue. I can watch the video. But if you have 3, I don't know how you Zafari, how you want to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to take off Friday actually, so I can do just Thursday. I mean, if you're just gonna do one day like tomorrow, we may as well wait like till Monday. Do like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. We'll wait.
Okay, I'll be back on Monday, so I can attend on Monday.
Okay, Monday night.
Right.
Fine then. Our next session would be Monday night.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
All right. Yeah.